Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be showing you how to easily solo the Dialga raid here in Pokemon Scarlet and how to get Dialga in Pokemon Violet, as I do have both copies. The only thing about these raids is that Dialga is exclusive to Scarlet and Palkia is exclusive to Violet. But for today's video, I'm going to show you the best build, in my opinion, to take on the raid. Luckily, it's only a 5-star raid in both Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So first thing first, we're going to need a Sylveon that's level 100 as a Fairy Terra type holding a Shell Bell. And for the ability, it has to be Pixelate. So yes, you do have to burn an ability patch, but no worries with this raid. We'll be getting an ability patch as a reward. For the EVs, max out special attack and special defense. Then I put the rest into HP. And if you're just curious about the whole breakdown, use 26 calciums, 26 zinc, and 1 HP up. Then for the moveset, we're going to be using Light Screen, Fake Tears, Calm Mind, and Hyper Voice. I do recommend maxing out the PP on Hyper Voice though. There we go. So have it maxed out to 16. By the way, make sure your Sylveon has a quiet nature or just use a quiet mint so you can get a higher special attack for a lesser speed. This will make sense in just a moment for why we're doing that. But make sure to hyper train special attack, special defense, and HP. We're not going to worry about attack or speed. For attack, we don't need it. Our Sylveon's a special attacker. And then for the speed, do not touch it because Dialga is going to be using a trick room where the Pokemon with the lesser speed goes first. So the reason why we want to have a quiet nature on the Sylveon is so you can actually underspeed the Dialga and still go first in the raid. But in order to underspeed the Dialga, you have to make sure your speed IV is pretty good, decent, or no good. One of those 3 judgments for your IV are ideal for this raid. Obviously, it's going to be a little tedious trying to get a Sylveon with a pretty good or lower IV judge, but trust me, it's beneficial. But once you have your Sylveon all nice and built, having the correct IVs, EVs, moveset, holding a Shell Bell with a Fairy Terra type, you're all good to go to take on the Dialga raid. But in order to make sure the Dialga raid is in your game, simply just go down to Poke Portal, go all the way down to Mystery Gift, then go all the way down to check Poke Portal news. Once you get this little black box on your screen, your game is all up to date and the Dialga raid is in your game. And for Dialga, the Pokemon will be in a Dragon Raid Den, which is this one right here that has a little glow effect. Now we just go to the raid, click on Challenge Alone because we are doing this solo, and here is when the strat comes into play. There goes the Trick Room. So to start off this raid, simply use a Light Screen. Then the next thing you want to do is use Fake Tears until Dialga nullifies your stats. Oh my god, that was deadly. It's fine. We can still do this. Alright, so we can't use Fake Tears anymore. The only thing I can do now is just use Calm Mind. I'm going to use Calm Mind for just this once and then spam Hyper Voice. Let's use Hyper Voice 3 straight times so I can actually get my Terra Orb all nice and built so I can terrestrialize. Oh my goodness. Alright, this strat that I found online is not working. Is RNG in play here? Alright, we're going to do Calm Mind, Hyper Voice. We're going to go for another Hyper Voice so I can actually terrestrialize soon. Hopefully this Still Beam does not kill me. Alright, we actually going to do a heal up here because I have a feeling Dialga is about to use another Still Beam on me. Okay, Earth Power. I'm good. Alright, now we're going to terrestrialize and use Hyper Voice. Oh goodness, please don't kill me. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're not KO'd yet. The shield's about to be broken. I guess we're just going to spam Hyper Voice for the win now. And Dialga's paralyzed. That's awesome. I might actually work in a Calm Mind real fast because the timer is not on my side. Health-wise, I'm chilling, so we're just going to do a Calm Mind. Get my special attack up a bit. Now, hopefully, a couple more Hyper Voices and this raid will be a GG. Yeah, I gotta get one more in. There we go. So the strat was not even ideal, so I had to wing it. But for the most part, you can just spam Calm Mind and Hyper Voice to KO this Dialga. Alright, for Dialga, I'm gonna use a Heavy Ball. It's just fitting. Blue and gray. And like I said, with this raid, you get an ability patch as a reward. So that one you used to get Pixelate on your Sylveon, you got it right back. And then for the other rewards, we got some Calcium, Dragon Terra Shards, TM169, which is Draco Meter, Steel Terra Shards, Star Pieces, Candies, Calciums, candies. Get a bunch of candies. That's good. But now let's go hop into Pokemon Violet. I'm going to transfer my Sylveon, and I will be showing you all how you can use this Sylveon in an online raid to defeat Dialga. Obviously, this way, though, it's not going to be solo. You know, since they're version exclusive Pokemon, you have to do online raids in order to get Dialga in Pokemon Violet. All right, now we're here in Pokemon Violet. In order to get Dialga, you have to go to the Poke Portal, then go down to Terra Raid Battle, and this is where it just gets a little chaotic. Sometimes you'll get into the raid, sometimes you won't, and refreshing the page. No luck. We're just gonna be sitting here for a while until we get a Dialga raid to pop up. There we go, 3rd time's the charm. There we go. Obviously, the most easiest way to get this done is to hopefully have a friend that has Pokemon Scarlet and just session join with them, or even find a Discord community where people are helping each other out. We're all good to go. Let's go. I hope there's no trolls. That's my other main concern with this. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I think 2 Sylveons can definitely get this. I'm going to initiate a light screen. This Still Beam's going to hurt, huh? Yeah, that's just big damage. Now we're going to do a Hyper Voice. I'm gonna do a Calm Mind. We're just gonna do another Hyper Voice. Now we're gonna do another Hyper Voice. I don't know what he just did, but we're gonna do a Terrestrial Ice Hyper Voice here. I'm gonna go for another Hyper Voice. And there we go. We got Dialga and Pokemon Violet. For the rewards, this time around we got some ability capsules, candies, calciums, Dragon Terra Charge, Draco Meter, an ability patch, still Terra Charge, star pieces, bottle cap, candies, and more star pieces. Once you get your Dialga, make sure to come over here. The Porto Marinata. Yeah, that sounds good enough. I butchered the hell out of this, but it's all good. You come over here so you can get an item that will turn your Dialga into an origin form Dialga. And I believe you just come over to, I believe it's this one. Yeah, it has to be this one. Yeah, I'm gonna guess I already have a Dialga here that I transferred over. I already had this item, that's why it didn't pop up. But you come over here to get the Adamant Crystal, and once you give it to your Dialga, you'll have an Origin Form Dialga, which looks 10 times better in my opinion. But that is how you get Dialga in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I wish I had a very clear strat in order to defeat Dialga, but it's really just RNG, so just use moves that seem ideal for the situation, but it is doable with Sylveon. So hopefully today's video was helpful for those that still need to get Dialga in their possession. You have till Thursday, December 21st to get Dialga, but make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, turn on those post notifications, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Have a good one.